You never know what you'll find in the universe of my mind. Okay, so hopefully the shadows and everything aren't too bad. I know it's not ideal lighting, but okay, so this is number 9. So I only realized when it was too late that this should have been the one I flipped through, completed out of sequence number 9, but I accidentally flipped through number 10, which is today's flip through, but it's journal number 9, so it's confusing. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, they're completed out of sequence, so it doesn't really matter what order I flip them through, but I just kind of wanted to do them in the correct order. But anyway, whatever. So started it in August of 2022 and completed it in October of 2022, so this one's fairly recent. Just some pretty scrapbooking paper. I found that this was it's a good way to start using up my scrapbook papers that I love and have been hoarding. I think it's a great idea. This art journal belongs to me. Okay. I woke up with this idea in my head, and then this as well. Friendly alien critters. This one's floating in clouds. Little bit of wax bloom. So I woke up with this in mind, and I used her as sort of a reference, but not. I mean, I wasn't trying to make this look exactly like her. I just wanted something to look at so that it didn't necessarily look like me, because my girls that I do without reference, they tend to look like me, which is not a bad thing. It's just I didn't want that for this particular multi-page spread. So, but that's my hand that I took a picture of my hand and used it as reference. Oh, and it's a magazine image. Some stickers. Not all who wander are lost. Noit art inspired this. I love these stickers. They're puffies. They're from Dollar Tree. One morning, Franklin came running down the stairs and he said, come here, I want to see before it's too late. And so we went and looked out the window, and there was a hot air balloon up there, Sky Dance or Sundance or something. I couldn't read the name. Anyway, the balloon that we saw looked different, but I decided to make mine colorful. And so anyway, yeah, that was just documenting that. I can't print the picture, so. And this is a random stuffs page. Scorecard thing. Feminine product, but it's so pretty. The wrapper from it and the inside of the envelope is neat, and the stamp is pretty. And at a thrift store, I found a calendar that has that you color. It's a coloring calendar, and it's got things, and I like a lot of the images, not necessarily the quotes, because of words like that one that my thumb is hiding. But anyway, I liked some of the images, and the price was right, so I got the calendar just for that. And here are some of the other images that I cut out, and I can't remember what the snarky bad word was, but I removed that part, and so now I just have the nice part. And then this owl is just pretty awesome. So the artist is Sasha O'Hara for all these. I loved the seahorse and Christmassy one, and the beautiful fairy, or I guess she's not a fairy, she doesn't have wings, but anyway, it's a beautiful young lady. So yeah, that's not all of the images from the calendar, but just those were my favorite ones, and pulled them out intending to do something with them. But I started this for that other page before where Noit Art inspired it. I had started that, but then it didn't work out for that, so I tried again. But I kept this because it was neat looking. And then we finally got a new clothes hamper because the other one was literally falling apart. Every time we picked it up, another piece fell off of it, so we finally got a new one. And then just some journaling on some stuff, and then some like a neat bookmark that I found somewhere, I don't remember where, and just some other random things that I want to keep. And that's just a paper bag from, so I think it came from some takeout we got, like Burrito Boys or something. Can't remember exactly now. I'm sure it says it somewhere in the journaling. But anyway, so there's that, and then we made a donation online for the food bank, and then we got our COVID vaccine booster, whatever you call it, and then got this in the mail. Thought it was kind of a neat, fun little thingy. Thought it makes a nice thing for an envelope for some stuff, and then there's some other random things in there. And then some random stickers, an idea. Oh, And we got some bagels, and the bag tie thing was it's paper or cardboard or whatever, and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to keep it. It's the first time I've ever seen one that's not made of plastic, and this came from food packaging, and I thought it was pretty, and I even traced it so that I can make a stamp out of it someday. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but these are from my favorite baguettes that I eat hummus with, and I like the little image, so did that, and I've been eating that a lot lately, so yeah, just a bunch of randomness. And then on this side, there was a studio tour going on, but we ended up not going to it. But I had highlighted the ones that I would have wanted to focus on if we did go. But yeah, we didn't end up going. But I liked the flyer, so I kept it. The pamphlet, I kept it so that I could have the images and stuff. So yeah, art studio tours and some more things. This came from some chairs that we have in the dining room. Soma keeps pulling at them, tugging at them, and chewing on them and stuff. And then these were some business cards, some really cool business cards from some people that we saw at a art fair thing. So yeah, just some random keep stuff. Woke up with this in mind. There was some leftover paint, and I saw these in there. Sometimes they're not the best pages in the world, but still keep them because they document stuff that was happening at the time. And of course, every time I look at something like this and I see stuff that I maybe didn't see the first round or whatever, but I see lots of different critters and plants and whatnot. Here there's an elephant with a very long trunk. And there's a critter in here, but actually there's more than one critter in here. Anyway, I see lots of them. And then some more interesting. I was working on the witch mask and the leftover paint from that, but that kind of looks like the side profile of a witch. Anyway, but in the leftover paint, I saw this scene. This is a show up. So, two versions of the same critter. In a floor tile. What's up, you? Yeah, but Mom was trying to show people stuff. So these are some pretty stickers. So this was actually inspired by the fingerprints. I needed to clean my screen on the iPad, and so yeah, I saw this interesting abstract thing in the fingerprints on the screen before I activated it, and then I saw the dog too. Soma, get out of there. I was moving stuff around trying to figure out a better setup for my studio room, especially in that section of it. And I came across this confetti. I didn't even know I had it. Some Halloween confetti. And so I put some together as much as I could. But after making these guys, I ran out of the parts to make a full one. And I kind of wish that I had left them without a background. But because, yeah, without a background you see it better. But I still kind of like the way this looks. And yeah, see here I had all the parts except the head. But anyway, I thought these were pretty cool. And then I decided that I wanted to make a pumpkin. I saw seeing a lot of people like in their how to fill your sketchbook ideas videos or just in general they were doing a lot of pumpkins, and I wanted in on it because pumpkins are really cool. and those are some really awesome stickers. I drew the pumpkin, and then these are stickers as well. Aren't they awesome? Pretty sure I got them from Dollar Tree. And then the Days of Fred. He used a Lite-Brite, and I kept the bits from that. So he made a self-portrait, and it was supposed to be a pumpkin, but it didn't really look right because it didn't have enough of the pegs and everything. But anyway, and then I had this and this for the longest time in my stash, and this beautiful scrapbooking paper, and I've just been hoarding it. And recently I've been trying to use my stuff, and I decided that I would just put these things together because I thought it looked neat. And yeah, this came from Wish, and this, I don't know where it came from, but I've had it a long time, and maybe somebody gave it to me or something, I don't remember, but I love it. But I couldn't figure out how to get them off I don't know if they're supposed to be rub-ons or if they're stickers or what they are, but I couldn't figure out how to get them off of the thing, so I just put the whole thing right there. And then I just did a bunch of using some of my stuff here. So James Burke, somebody gave this to me, but I can't remember who, sorry. Napkin, beautiful, beautiful paper. Can't remember who gave that to me, but I love it. It's beautiful. Another one of those things that I'm not sure if this is a stencil or what, but I ended up putting it in here because even if it is a stencil, I'm probably not going to use it, but I think it's pretty like that. And then some more napkins. So yeah. And then James Burke, napkin, piece of tissue type gift wrap. It's beautiful. James Burke, napkin, James Burke. And some more scrapbooking paper that I thought was awesome just as it is. So I did all of this. Did I? Oh yeah, and then I like the outline from the cat, and then just a sticker, and then some packaging that I thought was cool, and a piece of border, and my favorite washi tape of all time. I use it sparingly because I love it so much, and I doubt I'll ever find it again. Pretty sure it was from the dollar bins at Michael's that I got that several years ago. Anyway, some stickers, and just this was it was for a mood board challenge for Scrapfest, Summerfest, Scrapfest Connect, Summerfest thing. Anyway, it was gonna be for that, but then I decided I didn't like it enough to submit it. And then I did this one, and I absolutely love it. And I did submit this one. So, okay, so saw this when you go to the cinema. We haven't gone for years, but we used to go often to the cinema, and I would pick up their magazine that I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, they have like a cinematic news and stuff, like what's coming and what's been going on and whatever. Anyway, this was in there, and I absolutely love her dress. And as soon as I saw the dress, I thought of this. And this is gel pen on tracing paper. Anyway, I absolutely love her. I don't mean to brag, but I really do. And so yeah, I did submit that for the challenge. And yeah, that's my journaling. I got this. This was on clearance at Michael's one day, and I got the package of those. I don't love the background color, but it's okay though. But I absolutely love the mermaid. This was also for the Summerfest. It was for one of the challenges. It was probably one of the bingo card things. James Burke, cutting die. I love it. And then some chipboard things that stickers. But these chipboard pieces were given to me as part of the goodie bags at some of the events that I had gone to in person pre-COVID. And that's another butterfly from those packages. I love those. I should get another package or two of the other colors of those. Anyway, they're beautiful. I love them. So yeah. Anyway, this was for a challenge. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's kind of busy. And then I tried again, and I like this one a lot better, so this is the one I actually submitted. And this probably a bingo card thing. So the cutting die, rub-ons that I'm surprised worked, because they're very old rub-ons. Punch, letter stickers, punch, and stamp that I love. And yeah, and one of the chipboard things that they had given me. Okay, now this looks like something from one of the, yeah, okay, this is taster session things. It's a real feather that I found, so it was shed naturally. And these amazing laces stickers came from Dollar Tree. I love them. Oh my goodness, they're so amazing. Blessings of a Feather, Lifebook 2023, Taster Sessions, Tam's Lesson, James Burke thingies, and die cuts from those butterfly packages. James Burke inspired, but not sure how I feel about it. His was amazing. It was similar to her. She's traced from one of his. But anyway. So yeah, still Tamara's taster session. And that looks like a James Burke page in 10. Yep, page in 10. James Burke. And some stickers. Some butterflies made with some painty papers and just some random like leftover paint and whatnot, drop papers, etc. and it was Eulalia Mayas. I don't know how to pronounce her name, sorry. But the Butterfly Effect was her taster session, and I absolutely loved it. And those are my favorite ones from all the ones I made. This looks like a James Burke again. Yep, James Burke. Another page in 10. Tony Burt's taster session. Jennifer Bonato. Some stickers. Jennifer's session. That over the shoulder glance is so challenging for me, but I want to keep trying because I think it's a really great pose if you can get it right. But anyway, Joyful Soul by Saskia van Drunen. Her taster session. Ida Anderson Lang. Her taster session and some stickers. I love mermaids, so this was an awesome lesson for me. That's a sticker. Oh, I think it's supposed to be on this side of the page, but it fell. That is on, that jellyfish is made on tracing paper, and it's got jelly roll pen, and this as well is made that way. You can see the difference here. The jellyfish are just right on the paper, and this is made with a piece of tracing paper. Just one thing, Tracy Verdugo's lesson. So I only liked this little section of what I ended up with, so I did that, but I didn't want to lose it because I wanted to keep the documentation. It's not that it's bad exactly, it's just that it's too busy. That's a common thing for me when I try to do stuff like this. It's just too busy. There's a dog right here. He's peeking out from behind something. That's his nose and his eye. He's adorable. I just noticed him. Anyway. This, I really enjoyed the video for this lesson, this session. This was what was her name again? Tamara Sega. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that last name, but yeah, her intro to her session was very fun and creatively done, and So I did a couple of the pieces. I'm pretty sure that I've seen her work in Art Journaling magazine before, but I don't know. I don't know if it actually was her, but I've seen work that makes me think of that. Anyway, so this is my favorite thing from the whole thing that I ended up with. Okay, so this, I was going to do Daisy Ween. This is James Burke prompts thing, but I just didn't do it. I did like 1 or 2 of the prompts, and then I just couldn't continue because I had too many other things, and the Days of Fred ended up taking up most of the time that I would have had for Daisy Ween and the other things that I thought that I was going to do. There were other prompts, lists and things that I had intended to work on, but I ended up doing mostly just the Days of Fred. But that's okay, because they were fun. Anyway, so Mushranoon, it's hard to pronounce. Mushranoon on the Moon was the prompt, and I did this for that, and this was a creative sprint thing, and make critters out of letters. Some more creative sprint. Letters of my name. Stickers. And I woke up with this image in mind. The specific colors and everything. And then some more pumpkins. Now this, originally I was going to make it a lot more elaborate than it is. I was going to do some pumpkin carving, like I was going to actually use an X-Acto knife and cut faces in most of them, and etc. I was going to, yeah, it was going to be a lot more elaborate, but it's going to look more like that with more of them. But yeah, I ended up abandoning that. This was one of Tamara Laporte's Easter sessions. This was Song of the Selkie by Lucy Bryden, and here are some stickers. So yeah, also a taster session. Another taster session, and I love it, but hers was a lot better. But it's This reminds me of the House of Mouse stamps. This was Karen Poole. Wonderment. That's for a taster session. Excuse me, that's a stamp I have. These are James Burke items, and I just liked the way these scrap papers looked, and then I just put one of James Burke's thingies, die cuts, I guess. So yeah, I just liked the way this looked, and so I put it there. This was messy, but it was fun. Oh, this was for a creative sprint. So creative sprint was another thing that I thought that I was going to do for the whole month of October, but I just had too many things going on, and I only did a few of them. So spill something and create something from the mess was the prompt, and so I put down some school glue, and then I spilled my pencil shavings, and then that's a sticker, but that's what I ended up with. That is Mindfulness Mandala with Angela Murray, and that was a taster session as well. That's a piece of scrapbooking paper, and yeah, I'm not overly happy with my mandala, but I still enjoyed the session. And this was Effie Wild's taster session. Loved it. Peaceful and calm. And just some stickers. And another, I just really liked the way this looked from stamping and things. And then some more pencil shaving pieces, mushrooms, and that's a stamp set. And some glitter glue. Mindful art activities with Cynthia Hawk. That was a taster session. Friendly alien critters. And then I like those friendly alien critters enough that I did this. This took a long time, and it was done over several days, just a little bit at a time, but I love it. And it was inspired by the mindful art activities still. But yeah. It says, yes, I'm aware that my spiral piece makes no sense. But yeah, I I woke up with this in my head. I'll show you in a minute, but destination unknown, and just some random stickers here. But so it was in my head. You can spiral upward or spiral downward into positive or negative, and just kind of depends on your perspective and whatnot. Anyway, woke up with that in mind. I think I was just trying to use some stuff that I have, some labels and tape and like specialty tape and stickers, that letter stickers of things that we hardly ever use, that letter for and stuff. Yeah, just a random abstract, it says. And then she's a tip in. And then it was Canadian Thanksgiving, which was October 11th. Oh, no, it was October 10th. I did this the day after Canadian Thanksgiving, but anyway. Those are stickers, but I did draw the turkey. Those are all stickers. And that is something from a sales flyer, I think. I've discovered recently a color combo that I absolutely love, which is blue and orange, and then with the bright yellow included. It's just stunning. And then Connie Solera's had a photo that really inspired this. I just, those colors, I just had to do something with it because it was just beautiful. Yeah, I'm really loving that color combo these days. And then adding the bright cheerful yellow, it's great. Kinda like it more like just that section right there. But anyway. Another thing from this chair, actually, that Soma trying to tear at it and bite at it and whatever. So, and then eventually it came off completely, and so I just stuck it on there. Says I'm not supposed to remove it, but she did it for me, so there you go. Anyway, and then this, Kim DeLau's taster session, and I loved it. So that's a rubbing off of a pot, and yeah, just I really enjoyed this a lot. And then, so it was approaching Halloween, and it was the end of my journal, so I did that. And then that's washi tape. And then I just cut right through the journal. cover, and that's washi tape. And that's the end of this journal.